What absolute rubbish, man. Oh hey, before we get started with today's video, I'd like to first give a huge thank you to our sponsor, Dollar Shave Club. Yes, that Dollar Shave Club.
Well, the shave part of your life.
Whoa! I can fix that. Let's get you guys set up here. But for real guys, I truly would like to give a huge shout out to Dollar Shave Club. I've actually been a subscriber to their service for almost 2 years now, so when they hit me up to collab, I was so down. Now, we all have our grooming rituals: showering, shaving, brushing your teeth, taking shit. For those of you that have been living under a rock, Dollar Shave Club offers an array of products that get shipped directly to your door to help you feeling and looking your best. And there's much more than just razor blades. Now, Dollar Shave Club is essentially giving away their starter essential pack to new members for only $5. This starter set features their exclusive razor and 3 trial size versions of their most popular products. In your first box, you will receive shave butter, okay, body wash, and the One Wipe Charlie butt wipes. Yes, I said it. Butt wipes. Also, as I mentioned, guys, you will receive their executive razor blade, which is their top-notch razor. It has a really nice weighted handle, and a full cassette of cartridges. After the first box, replacement cartridges are sent for only a few bucks a month. And if you guys are like me, you know how much razor blade refills are. You know what I mean? They ain't cheap. This $5 offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/Calvin's Garage. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Calvin's Garage. Like I said, guys, longtime user of their blades, so I can assure you that their quality is up there with the best names on the market, guys, for a fraction of the price. Again, guys, huge shout out to Dollar Shave Club. Honestly, definitely helps the channel out, guys, and the more you help support Dollar Shave Club, the more that they will be able to help support us with the channel, and you know what that means. More support means more parts, more videos, better content, so it's a win-win. Without further ado though, let's get back to the build. In the build today, we are focusing mainly, well, I guess fully on our fuel system. We're just gonna hop right into it, guys. If you missed any, I guess, content from, you know, obviously we put the motor in, painting the engine bay, go ahead and catch up. Today, actually, you know, I did a couple things off camera. I learned how to remove a baby seat out of a car today. You know, I did some, I guess, you know, went to art class. I don't know if you guys want to maybe take a snapshot or a screenshot of this picture. This is the plumbing. Over here is our wiring. We're gonna start with the plumbing today, guys, because we are waiting on a couple parts for the wiring. We are gonna basically make everything on our movable panel. This is our radium. It actually has, it's a surge tank, but it actually has 2 AEM 320 liter per hour pumps inside of it. So we're gonna basically have 3 fuel pumps for this car. Which is awesome. This is our fuel filter, again from Radium. Just awesome quality stuff here going down. This is a flex fuel sensor from Haltech. Basically, this will allow to read a percentage of the fuel to kind of give you an E85% content percentage. A bunch of vibrant fittings to kind of get everything done. We have a bunch of vibrant AN hose, some 6AN, and some 8. We have our relays. So let's just get to work. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys. So I went ahead and ripped out all of the factory fuel line stuff. So we have the feed, the return, and also the breather, which is like a gas tank breather type deal. All those lines are out. We have, obviously you guys saw we took the fuel pump hat off. I believe that's where we left off with work. And so, hang on. The closest one to you, see the arrow? That's a feed right there in the middle of the screen. That far one back there, that is a return line. So, this feed line right here is coming. It goes up and around through there, and there's a factory hole, which has a grommet. And this right here is gonna go to our fuel filter, which will be mounted right around here. Now that return line up there comes pretty much the same path around here, alongside here, and boom, right out here. I really wish I could do like a better job filming for you guys, but I just kind of want to get this thing done and complete as soon as possible. There's just a lot of little small things that had to have been done, so I just basically drilled a couple little holes. I'm gonna go ahead and get some grommets. And oh, also I drilled a hole right here. This is gonna be where the fuel gets fed to our fuel rail. And, well, as you can see, here is the line right here. This is an AN line, and by the way, guys, all this stuff is like E85 friendly. So this is basically why we're doing all these new lines, because if you just use your factory rubber lines, the E85 will eventually corrode through it. This will go inside, and this basically runs the whole way. There it is, there's the end of it. That's gonna go up to the front of the fuel rail. I did go ahead and get some thicker gauge metal, guys. This is some 16 gauge steel. Much thicker, much more sturdy. It's not wobbly or anything like that. So as you can see, everything is bolted up and mounted up besides the surge tank, because we're waiting on the bracket for that. But generally, you guys can see that we have those two lines from the surge tank going in, those going to the fuel rail up front. That first line up here, this one is just a return line to the main tank. It's coming from the fuel or the flex fuel sensor, and this right here is our return line coming from the fuel pressure regulator, which also, obviously, as you guys can see, we have grommets everywhere. Every hole I drilled, we have a nice grommet. And then here we have a fuel filter that's going to go and feed into that little 90 fitting we have right there. So the feed line we're running is 8 AN, return is 6. So this is a pretty cool setup. We're probably going to go ahead and paint this whole thing black. So we're going to transfer over to the wiring part of the fuel system right now. We have our two relays up here. We have the ground, the trigger, the 12 volt, and the fuel pump. There's actually 6 wires in here. However, there's 5. We will be removing the center red one, so we'll just depend that out of there, not needed. Here are our little breakers, our little fuses, whatever you want to call them, and then which are these two up here. And then we have our distribution block. This will all kind of make a little bit more sense once it's all together and wired up. But just to kind of give you guys a general layout, that's basically what we're running for. Here are our little terminals. All the stuff that I bought, this will be in the description, guys. I think it's ABS plastic, that's what it is. It's like shiny on one side, textured on this side. We'll probably use this side, looks pretty nice, as a little panel to go ahead and mount everything up on. Alright guys, so here is what we're working with. Came out pretty damn mint. So each one will be powering each tank. The blue signal wire is going to be coming in from here, which is going to be the factory fuel pump turn on. So once the key comes on, it gets power to the factory fuel pump. Up in here, I'm gonna tap into a wire out of that harness, bring it in, splice it into 2, and tack it into here. And then for these two, these are the 2 pumps. So this is going to be coming from the actual harness off of here. So pump 1 will connect with relay 1, pump 2 will connect with relay 2. So pretty damn straightforward. These will just connect up to the battery, positive line coming from here and a negative going to here. And yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty simple, you know, looks pretty good. So, moving on. So, what we did is I got the harness. This is not mounted yet, by the way. We're still waiting for the bracket to come in. Mounted the wiring harness from the actual surge tank. That goes in through here. Nice little C-clamps, mounting it all the way along the frame. Extended the wires here. That's where the harness ended. And we moved, so basically there's 2 wires, obviously 2 pumps, so both need power, both need ground. So the grounds got connected into 1 wire. That's going to be here. That's going to go to our post right here. The 2 red wires, The red wire, the actual red wire, is pump 1 power. The orange wire is pump 2 power. So those come in, they both turn red, yes, whatever. But then they go to the corresponding areas, goes to pump 1, and then pump 2 goes to pump 2 for the relays. So that's all looking really nice. And as you can see, we twisted up this wire, and the way I did it was with a drill. So makes it a little bit cleaner, a little nicer, and out of that all kind of, you know, with a factory harness and stuff like that. So what I do here is you split the 2 wire ends to, you know, apart with a set of like wire stripper things. So go ahead and grab a set of those. And what I like to do is, I might not be able to do this one-handed, but I like to poke a hole. We now have our hole and our wiring right there. And that is going to allow us to thread the wire that we're going to use to take to the power to the actual block. And we can loop it in there, twist it around, therefore it will not move or get loose. Sorry, I would do a better job of filming, but you know, I need both hands, I'm sorry. So, there, now we have this all twisted up together. They ain't going nowhere. You know, that is not going anywhere. Like, I am tugging on that thing. So now we'll tape it up, and then we'll route this wire kind of same location along here, back here, and then it'll end up down there.